Hey, welcome to the Create a Life That Is Beautiful podcast. I'm your host, Leticia Ringe, and this is the space to be for high vibe people looking to create a beautiful life and business. Let's do this. Welcome, my beautiful friends, to our third and final part of the 3-part Discover Your Purpose series. I'm so excited today to be taking you through exactly how to start aligning with your purpose today. So if you are tuning in for the first time and you haven't listened to our previous 2 episodes, which are part 1 and part 2 of this 3-part Discover Your Purpose series, I invite you to go back and listen to those first. The Discover Your Purpose series is all about how we align with our purpose. So potentially you want to feel more connected to your true self, or you want to find work that lights up your soul, or you're looking to get more clarity, confidence, and direction on your purpose, or you want to know and understand what your zones of genius, what I call your magic essence are. I invite you to go to the beginning with episode 66 for part 1 of our Discover Your Purpose series, as this is going to give you a lot of insight onto all 4 of those areas, which I put all under the banner of Discovering Your Purpose. Okay, my friends, so we're going to dive into how exactly we align with our purpose today. Part 1, we went through my story, and you would have already learned a lot from that in and of itself. And part 2, I went through why we find it so difficult, why it's such a struggle to find our purpose. So today I'm going to give you some practical steps, 5 practical steps to get started aligning with your purpose today. And they're all really simple. So don't freak out. You don't have this huge to-do list. They are all very simple. Before we dive into that, I just want to give you a bit of a life update as always. I hope whatever you've been doing at this time, the time that you listen to this episode, you're having a really beautiful time. It will be the 9th of August when this episode airs. So that is actually the day before I leave to move from London back to Australia. Although I'm not going back to Australia yet, we are going to Bali for a month, which I'm so excited about. So our flight leaves on the 10th of August. We're heading off to Bali and our first stop is Ubud. I am signing off for all of August and some of the start of September too. You're still going to be hearing podcast episodes from me. There's still going to be content coming out to support you, but I will be offline myself. And this is one of the amazing things about having the beautiful Ella supporting me, my business, and making sure I have this team around me so that I can go and have this beautiful space to myself, which just means I will come back with so many wonderful ideas and ways to support you. So I just want to pinch myself because this is exactly what I wanted to create with the business that I've been creating. And really, we're able to create whatever we want. And this is just one of the best things about having your own business and also knowing what you need to support yourself. And for me, that's having 3 months off every single year to focus on myself. And I think that this is a really important message for me to be sharing here with you today when we talk about purpose, because as we've discovered, aligning with our purpose, even though it will ultimately for most of us then result in the work that we contribute to the world or the functions and the roles that we hold, it's always starts with filling up your own cup first and foremost. This is why I'm able to come up with so many ideas. It's why I'm able to support my community in such a powerful way. And people ask me all the time, how do I have so many ideas? How am I able to do all of these things? And it really is because of the time I give to myself to tap into my own self-discovery journey, to have space and time away from my usual everyday routine. And it's just so important. I always say every single holiday you take or time away, you should see it as an investment in your business and in your life, because what you get out of that is going to be way more powerful and it will assist you in your own up-leveling. Okay, so let's now dive in to today's episode. So part 3 of a of our Discover Your Purpose series. Today we're talking about how to actually align with your purpose. So as I've mentioned, the purpose journey, it's an inward journey. What we're doing is getting to know ourselves for probably the first time in our lives, which is really cool. It's so exciting to see what you uncover. And honestly, every step along the way, you will continue to unravel and understand yourself in a deeper and deeper and deeper way. It really is a wonderful experience getting to know yourself. It's like, hey, who's there beneath all of this, beneath all of these labels, all of these expectations, all of these shoulds? And then you uncover the jewel, the diamond that is you. So unless we have that awareness of who we are and we're creating the space and the time and the energy to get to know ourselves, we can't go out in the world as our true selves, which means we can't contribute in the way that we're here to contribute, do the work that we're here to do that lights up our soul, carry out the functions that we're here to do. So, and getting to know ourselves means that we need to tune in. And then from that place of awareness, we're then able to take that beautiful gold, that diamond, those gifts out into the world. So we start turning inwards, our inner purpose, and then we take that out into the world, doing what we love, enjoy, and are inspired by. And this is what creating a life that is beautiful to me is all about. It's when we create a life that reflects what we truly love, what we enjoy doing, and what we're inspired by. And so when I think of work and what a meaningful career is, what the work that you're here to do, work that lights up your soul, this is what it means to me. Doing work that we love, enjoy, and are inspired by. And when we do that, we will be aligned with our inner purpose and with the gifts that we were born to share. So how do we start aligning with our purpose then? We need to take that journey inwards, and I'm going to give you 5 ways to start doing that today. The very first way that we do this must be through presence. Now, Eckhart Tolle, in his book, A New Earth, talks about inner and outer purpose. And the book, just like The Power of Now and all of his teachings, comes back to the importance of presence. Presence means being present in this moment. So rather than thinking about what you're doing tomorrow or any other time in the future, or worrying about the past or thinking about the past, you are right now, here in this moment, fully engaged in what you're doing or being in this moment. So you're experiencing the moment rather than thinking about it. So to be present, we want to stop and engage in where we are right now in this moment. So you're listening to the podcast. So you might tune in and notice how your body feels as you listen to this podcast. You might notice how the words feel soaking into your body. You might notice that you have your feet flat on the ground. You might notice how you're feeling emotionally in this moment. How are you feeling? What are the physical sensations? You might feel the breeze against your skin. You might notice it's sunny outside. And you sit here and you take all of this in. You're fully engaged in this moment and in the experience of listening to this podcast. That is being present. Rather than listening, feeling disconnected from the rest of yourself and thinking about all of the other things you've got to do or worrying about something you've done, you're here in this moment. This means you're going to take in what we learn in this podcast in a much deeper way, and the experience is going to be way more enjoyable to you because you're appreciating this moment. You're looking at what gifts this moment brings. So to start the journey inward, we've got to start from this place of presence. This is how we separate ourselves from the mind, all of those ego-led fear-based fears, fear-based fears, all of those ego-led fears, mind-led fears, it's what separates you between those and anchors you into your true self, which is the part of you that is able to observe the way that you're thinking. So we want to practice presence, and we can do that as well through connecting with nature, through appreciating whatever it is that you're doing and where you are now today in this moment, fully accepting where you are. And so that might involve you doing something. Your next step might be spending some time doing something specific. So engage in that activity completely. Get out of the thinking mind. When you need to think about something, be fully engaged in that. And when you need to just sit down and be with yourself, which is something you'll need to do every single day, sit down and be with yourself. Notice how you're feeling. Notice what you're thinking. Notice how you feel emotionally and physically. What's lighting you up? What's draining your energy? All of these things help you to practice presence. So my second tip for you is to create space. You've got to create space for yourself. I recorded a video the other day, and it was about how to prioritize your purpose journey and your business journey. And I mentioned that if you want to go on a journey of discovering your purpose, or you want to create a business or do anything else for that matter, we've got to prioritize this process. Your self-discovery should be a priority on your to-do list. I don't mean to should you, but feeling more connected with yourself is what creates a strong foundation in your life. It's the foundation for everything. Taking the time to understand yourself and accept yourself. So we've got to create space for that, and we can do that through prioritizing these journeys in our life. Like, for instance, when I wanted to figure out what my purpose was, it only worked once I prioritized it. Once I said, okay, I'm going to take myself out of the environment I was in. I moved overseas. You don't need to move overseas to do this, but I wanted to. I was inspired to. I was called to. So I moved overseas, and I created extra space in my life because I didn't have all of the usual distractions around me. And I made it one of my top priorities. So every single day I spent time just being with myself. I spent time equipping myself with tools to better understand myself. And then when I started my business, I created space as well. One of the ways I did that was that I quit alcohol for a whole year because I was looking at my time and thinking, where's it all going? And I saw that a lot of it was going to social commitments. And I thought, is that what I'm here to do, to just show up at all of these events, drink, feel hungover the next day, not operate at my fullest? And that's what's stopping me from creating the things that I feel really like I really want to create, that's coming from this deep soul place. Yes, it's important to connect, but not at the detriment to what fulfills your soul. So you have to prioritize in order to create space. So have a look at how you're spending your time now, and how can you create space to be with yourself, to get to know yourself. And then thirdly, you want to take the time to listen to your emotions, to understand how are you feeling emotionally today. What's going on there? What's lighting you up? What's draining you? What's making you feel bad? What's making you feel good? And we can only understand and listen to our emotions when we create space to hear from them. Your emotions are giving you data. They're giving you information. So you want to be observing them, feeling them so that you're not over-identifying with them either and allowing them to pass, but taking the lesson from them. Why am I feeling this way? And exploring that, exploring what your body is telling you. Like me, ignoring my emotions that were telling me, hey, you're really uncomfortable in this situation because it's not for you. If I had have explored those feelings and taken them seriously, I might have been able to shift sooner so that I was feeling aligned with my true self. So listen to your emotions, get to know them, be curious. And that brings me to our fourth step, which is to follow your curiosity. I've mentioned this on the podcast before, but one of the best places to start to figure out, to feel aligned with your purpose is to follow your curiosity. So just like with your emotions, notice when you feel curious about something and trust it, follow it and see what you learn. Because our curiosity leads us to feeling inspired, leads us to uncovering things that are lighting us up, which is where our purpose lies. Our final fifth step is getting to know you. So through presence, through creating space, through listening to your emotions, through following your curiosity, these are all going to lead you to getting to know you. You want to ask yourself questions. You want to ask yourself what you believe, what interests you. You want to consult you first, not your mind, not anybody else. You want to see what lights you up. You want to see how things make you feel. From that place, you will align with your purpose. And this is why I say it's so simple. It's turning within rather than looking outside yourself as your first port of call. So part of getting to know yourself is allowing that space for you to do that, to go on this journey of self-discovery, just like I did, and not judging yourself for what you find. Asking yourself, what are those gifts I was born with? What does come so naturally to me? Not judging them, not telling yourself that they're not good enough, not looking at what inspires you and saying that's not good enough. It's trusting and getting to know you. It's like you're a reporter here. It's like, hey, what do I like? You're learning to walk again. This, my friends, will lead you to feeling aligned with your purpose, which will ultimately lead you to feeling more connected with yourself, finding work that lights up your soul. If you want to start a business, it's going to give you the clarity on what business it is you want to start. And it's going to get you working with your magic essence, your zones of genius. Okay, so if anyone wants to go deeper into this Discover Your Purpose series, I have a Discover Your Purpose online coaching program that is starting on the 16th of September. You can take it from anywhere in the world, and I'm going to take you through my exact process. So all of these exercises for self-discovery so that you can align with your purpose. I'm taking you through 8 modules. This is my 8-part process that I've used with my clients, that I've used in my own life, and that I've also refined through all of the conversations I've been having on this podcast and in my world outside the podcast. That's given me more clarity on what assists people in aligning with their purpose. This is such an important topic for me because I believe that we all came here with work to do, to make a difference, and that we're not meant to suffer by doing that. We're meant to thrive. It's meant to light us up. It's meant to energize us. It's meant to be creative. And when we're in that space, we then allow all of the other people to do the same. And we're more likely to evolve as a community when we're in this space. So over the Discover Your Purpose, it's an 8-week, so almost 2-month program, an online program. You can take it from anywhere in the world. I'm taking you through my 8-step process, and it's for you if you're looking to feel more connected with yourself, if you want to find work that lights up your soul, work that you love, enjoy, and are inspired by, if you want to uncover your zones of genius and magic essence. And if it is that you want to start a business, it doesn't need to be. It's getting clarity on what that business idea is or on what your next step in your career is. So you also get 4 coaching calls, which will be so awesome because you can ask any of your questions on all of the material. You can attend the coaching calls live or you can watch the replay. You'll get lifetime access to all of the modules, and you will have a private Facebook community so you can connect with all of the other people who are going through this purpose journey with you. That's really important because it keeps us inspired moving forward. You'll get a guided meditation so that you can connect to your heart, your inner voice, and your purpose. I also give you my personality profiling and discovery questionnaire. This is what I use for all of my coaching clients. It's going to help you kick off the program, uncovering more about your skills, your desires, and your magic essence. You also get a purpose map that will help you navigate your whole next year ahead. This is what I use personally in my life and business every single year. And you get a bonus personal human design reading from my human design reader, Tim Brainard. He was on episode, I think it was 63. He's incredible, and I use him for myself personally. And all of my clients, they get a human design reading with Tim. So this is going to help you understand more about how you operate in the world, which is going to be really helpful for aligning with your purpose. So this is for you if you're tired of not knowing what you want to do with your life, if you're tired of feeling unfulfilled, underappreciated, lost, disconnected from your true self, if you know that there's more meant for you out there, if you're tired of trying to figure it all out with your mind, you've overthought this, hasn't been getting you very far, and it's probably actually getting you further from yourself. It's for you if you're tired of seeing other people doing what they love and you're asking yourself, when will it be my time? It's for you if you're tired of doing work that doesn't feel inspiring. You know that this is not what you're meant to be doing in the world. So come with me on this journey if you're feeling called to do that. Listen to your intuition. What is your intuition feeling? Is it feeling excited at the thought of taking this journey with me? If it is, then I invite you to go to leticiaringe.com/discover your purpose. You will find all of the details there. You'll walk away from this program with confidence, clarity, and direction on what your best next steps are in your life and career. You'll walk away feeling more connected with your true self and your authentic essence so that making big life decisions in alignment is easy. You'll be able to know the difference between your heart speaking versus the mind, which as we've discussed is essential for aligning with your purpose. And you're going to go on the best self-discovery journey of your life to uncover your zones of genius and who you're here to serve. Honestly, uncovering more about ourselves is my favorite thing to do in the world, because each of us has an inner truth. Each of us came here with gifts in the world, and each of us are incredible with so much potential. Every single one of you was born in this life for a reason. You'll walk away from this program feeling more joyful, inspired, bursting with creativity, and feeling connected to who you really are. What more could you want? This is the foundation for everything, and I'm so incredibly honored that I'm able to now provide this program for you all. I can't wait to go on this journey after my own space in Bali over the month of August and the start of September, and then to dive into this purpose journey with you all and create this safe container so that you can really find your purpose and know how to continually remain aligned with it throughout your own growth and evolution. Okay, everybody. So please head to leticiaringe.com/discover your purpose if you'd love to know more. And remember that we will be starting on the 16th of September. So if you sign up today, you'll get all of the details sent to you, and then we will be starting together on the 16th of September. There is also a payment plan option, and so the earlier you sign up, the longer the payment plan can be. So it makes it even more affordable for you. All of our calls will be recorded. I'm going to deliver the class calls live, so you'll also have the option to join me for those. And then we will have 4 coaching calls where you can ask all of your questions. You can come on live with me to be coached on any of your questions, and so that we can make sure that you're really connected to all of the material that you're learning, and most of all, connected to your beautiful self. And I'm the perfect person to accompany you on this process because I've been through the trenches myself, and I've supported many other people to find and align with their purpose. And this podcast has been completely dedicated to this topic since the very beginning. I've got your back. I can help you, and I cannot wait to do that. So one last time, head to leticiaringe.com/discover your purpose if you're feeling excited about this idea. And if you're someone who says, I already know what my purpose is, I feel aligned, I'm just ready to start my business, or I want to up level in my business and create that strong purpose-driven foundation for my biz, then I invite you to also check out Create Your Beautiful Biz, because we are also opening up enrollment for Create Your Beautiful Business right now, and the next intake is also starting in September. So go and check out all of the details for that at leticiaringe.com/CYBB. All right, everybody, you have a beautiful next week ahead, and I will be back next week with an exciting interview for you all. Bye. Hey, if you're ready to create your very own purpose-driven business too, I invite you to check out my online program, Create Your Beautiful Biz. You'll learn how to create a business that allows you to make your difference and thrive using my signature feminine essence framework. Just head over to www.leticiaringe.com/CYBB. Let's make creating a business beautiful. I'll see you there.